recipe today that I think a lot of you are going to like, especially if you're gluten-free or if you're just trying to be healthy. I'm making a zucchini crust pizza. You could put any kind of topping on your pizza. You could even make it vegetarian. But today I'm actually going to be putting some prosciutto and shiitake mushrooms in mine. Let's get started. I'm going to start by making the zucchini crust. It's really simple. You just take 2 eggs, crack them in a large bowl, and I'm going to beat this along with some salt, some pepper, here's some ground black pepper, and some Parmesan cheese. And this is going to add some really good flavor to my zucchini. I'm going to mix this up before I introduce my grated zucchini in here. And while I'm doing this, what I've done over here, if you could see, is I've taken 2 large zucchinis, I grated them, and then I put them in a paper towel and I drained all the liquid from them. And so there's no moisture in here at all. And I'm going to add this to my eggs right here. I've got my egg mixed up here, and I'm going to introduce my zucchini that I've grated. Mix that up. So I've got my zucchini completely mixed in with my eggs, and what I've done is I've taken a pizza pan, I've covered it with foil, and I have greased it. And now I'm going to put my zucchini using my hand. Sometimes your hands are your best tools. And you can drain out any excess liquid that you might see. And now I'm just going to spread this out. So I'm going to take my zucchini that I formed into a crust. I'm going to put it in the oven in the middle rack. And I'm going to bake it for about 10 to 15 minutes, or you can do 12 to 15 minutes on 450 degrees until it's golden brown. So my zucchini crust has been cooking in the oven for about 13 minutes or so, and I took it out, and it should look something like that, where the sides are pretty golden brown, but it's going to cook a little bit more once we add all our toppings and put it back in the oven. So I'm going to start with the other layer now, which is the tomato sauce. So you can use your favorite marinara in this. And I'm going to actually spice this up a little bit by adding some chili sauce to this. And you can omit this part, but once I've got my marinara sauce layered on top, I'm leaving a little bit of the edges like you would to a pizza. I'm going to add my chili sauce to this. And then I'm going to put my next layer, which is my cheese. So I've got some grated mozzarella cheese. I want to keep a neutral flavor because I'm also going to be adding brie cheese to this. So I just want to add a little bit of my mozzarella right here. And then what I'm going to do now is add my brie cheese. You can put your favorite kind. Just put it all around like so. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is add my shiitake mushrooms. I love using shiitake mushrooms. I feel like they're a really flavorful mushroom, and I love their texture as well. It has a nice chew and a bite to it. But you can definitely use any of your favorite mushrooms, or maybe just replace it completely and put a different topping. So pile it on. And then what I'm going to do is add some nice prosciutto di Parma on this. And if you want to make this vegetarian, you can completely layer this with a variety of vegetables and omit the prosciutto, of course. I'm a big prosciutto fan. Looks really pretty, like a flower. And now what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of parsley to the top of this for color, and I'm going to actually put some more parsley at the end when I take it out as well. Perfect. Alright, in the oven it goes for about 8 minutes or so. So here's what it looks like after 8 minutes. It's so beautiful. And now I'm going to take a pizza cutter and slice right through it. So I've got my slice of zucchini crust pizza, and I can't wait to try it. Really light, really healthy. And that zucchini is like an extra topping. I hope you try this at home, especially if you're trying to get fit, or maybe you can't have gluten in your diet.